Welcome to the story of me, a North Korean American journey. My name is Justin. In this video, I want to share my first time experiencing of losing someone I love the most or care the most. And what was death struck me. My first memory was I was 5, losing my younger sister. Before she was die, she suffered. I think she was sick, but no other hospitals. My mom can take her, so she couldn't do anything. Just watch her crying, and she cried for almost every day for a couple of weeks before she died. And the day she died, me and my brother, we went out to watching. My neighbors were fighting each other. In my hometown in early 1990s, fighting was every day because all the settlers, other parts of the world came, and they were trying to showing off who is the best. And one guy, he was a tank driver, and one guy, he was a wrestler, and they were fighting each other. So me and my brother was watching them fighting. I mean, all the neighbor kids, young and old, they were watching. We were watching the monkey in the zoo. It was like that. When I come home after the show, and I saw my mom was sobbing, and I asked her "Oh, where is her?" And she didn't answer. And then I can sense that some cold feelings that something has happened, and I didn't ask her anything, and she told me that she's dead. I felt it's empty, feel emptied. What is this for? What is life for? That kind of feeling, emptiness. That was my first time I ever experienced losing someone when I was 5. And early 19, I was in 1993 or 4. In North Korea, there was a couple of strong diseases spread around. I don't know about the other parts of the North Korea, but especially in my hometown, it's called the paragamgi. That was the strongest, and 장티푸스 in Korean. 장티푸스 is mainly what I learned was mainly from the lice. So because hygiene was lack of hygiene, so many people had lice issues. That's what spread. Paragamgi is you sick for 15 days, and then at 15 days you die no matter what. So my neighbor, for example, they had two sons, but the mom and the younger son was infected with the paragamgi, and they both died same day, same hour, just a couple minutes difference. Mother was died first, and then a couple minutes later, the younger son died. When I look at them, the husband was crying for calling his wife and his son. It was really heartbreaking. And he was calling them names and telling them to wake up. No one was answering. Imagine if you are losing one of your family members or your neighbor like that. Even I see some people losing animals crying. when you see them, when you see the agony of losing family members, it's really heartbreaking. When I saw them, my first thing was I have a fear of, is there going to be, who is next? Is that my family? I don't want to lose anybody, and I don't want to die either. That was my thoughts. And of course, then evening I was being chased by the ghost. I was like heading at a very worst nightmare. That was my first experience of losing my own younger sister, watching neighbor dying. That time, like so many people died. My father saying that they don't have had enough coffins, so they didn't even smooth it out the wood. They just make a container and put them in the container and bury them. So many kids died. My sister's age, like in that 200 household, only like two kids survived, and most of them they didn't make it. And of course, government did nothing. And I started getting a vaccine from North Korea government like early 2000. That's I remember. But I hate the vaccine because whenever we're getting a vaccine, I always get sick severely. So I was running away from the vaccine. But my parents today forced me to get the vaccine. That year, when the paragamgi, the flu season, it was really economically hard, emotionally hard. My family, the first time we ate was like a matari in Korean. I was looking it up in English. I couldn't find the exact words or exact rest. Maybe I forgot. But it was the most bitter grass we ever had. We had it for like a month, and we couldn't eat anymore. Just like the matari, the grass and the salt water. And then we switched to, it's called the soup. Hopefully I find the image for those grass. Then I will put it on the images. And soup was better than matari. And also that year, North Korea brought some like flowers from China. So in North Korea, we call them suimil garu, which means like imported flour. Suip means like import. So, and garu means like flour. So imported flour. That's what we call it. And we mix it with a soup and then make a soup duck. And then other grass. That year, like when we washing the base, our base was like swollen because of all the grass. I forgot the name of the grass, but it was when we touched our base, it got kind of electrocuting. So me and my brother, we were at the river, we were crying because it was so hurt. That year, my father, he borrowed the government like a bulldozer and a tractor, and he cultivated the land. That was the first time. The next year, we harvest our own potatoes and barley. And was got a little bit better next year, but still was really hard. I still remember the eating sukduk and then the matari. I don't think I've ever forgetting the eating matari, the bitterness. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you next time.